You want a war? You're going to get one.
What was that? He had enough time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys game.
You
The
literally.
brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. Yeah, we had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks. You might do it, King Dick right here. Welcome to the AFC Championship game, where it looks like New England is now punting, and going to be an interesting game with the backup quarterback. What is going on, everybody? How are you guys doing today? On the hunt, what's up? Dan, Barbie, the Doll Princess of YouTube, Royalty in the house, J-Dog, House Cat, Steven, Richard, Ken, Dwayne, Arthur, Richie, thank you for being here. Rocco, what's happening? ENA90, CZ, thank you guys for being here. Anybody I missed, I apologize, but welcome. Denver's getting the ball. I don't know if Denver got the ball already once or not, but they got the ball now. Let's get this mother humper going. What up, Jimmy? Early, what's going on? How are you? Cowboys and Niners in Cancun along with the Eagles. I mean, we're not much better. With all the snow they're getting in Philly, would that not have been the greatest championship game today? Oh my God. Could you imagine a championship game in today's weather? That would have been awesome. We should be playing today. It's Joe. What's going on? Why the F aren't we in a championship game? Because of the prevent offense. What can I say? How much did you get? Carlos, what's going on? Dean, what's happening? Angel says, happy Sunday, Eagle fan. Well, happy Sunday to you. I ain't get nothing. I get nothing. I get the same shit every day. I wish we got snow. I would have loved it. I want the Bears offensive coordinator. Yeah, DeLorean Doyle. Whatever his name is. DeLorean. To me, he's kind of my guy I want too. You might as well go young, with somebody with some upside. So championship game would have been fire. It would have been. Hey, Philly, how's it going? It's going good. How are you? Philly goes 2 down. Shh, don't tell everybody. I don't even know what that is, but Rico, what's going on? Pats, Rams, Super Bowl? It very well could be. It very well could be. It's sunny here in Seattle. How ironic, right? Well, the best you'll get is what? You'll get rain. Ooh, rain. Funny, thank you for Super Chat. Who you got winning today's game? I think logically New England wins this game. I'm going to say Denver, though. I took Denver today, to be honest, just because of the underdog stuff. But I also think the Rams win. Big Mix, what's going on? Broncos, Seahawks, Super Bowl? Could very well be. Dennis, my man, what's going on? First and 10, Stidham, get pressured, rolls out, stays alive, looks, throws. Incomplete. He had a man, but it's incomplete. And Funny 25 says, thank you for that super chat, by the way, man. First of the day, appreciate you. What up, Vashawn? Both teams playing scared. They're feeling themselves out. All underdogs losses here, I know. I mean, Seattle very well could win that game. I could see that. But, damn, that Rams team played real. They almost won. Penalty. What was it? What was the penalty? What was it? I missed it. Oh, he went out of bounds. Yeah. What up, 500 snowing in Philly? Yeah, that's what I seen. I was going to the game to see if they made it there. That it would have been great. Big Mix, what's going on? See, I think if the Eagles would have won, the Rams would have played Seattle last week and beat them. And we would be having, I think it would be Rams-Eagles in the snow. 2nd and 10 for the Broncos. There's a quick pass, nothing there. Man, that quarterback's got to settle down. Let's have it go. Feels like it's been long since we've been. I know, it feels like forever, man. It sucks when football's no more football. I don't even think we have a game next week, right? Yeah, I hate that. Hurry, got to catch that. Yeah, the penalty was sucking too much. Watching the middle since my Eagles don't make it. I hear ya. I hear ya. In Delaware, we had 3 to 4 inches freezing rain, and now all rain. What a mess. Yeah, that's nasty. All right, 3rd and 10. Stidham gonna go deep. He's got a man open. Caught at the 6-yard line. Ho ho ho! 500 gonna make money today. On Gonzalez. Everybody wants to trade the house for. Uh-oh. That'll settle you down. Ghostface, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I took a couple days. I was not around. Calvin says, I wish the Eagles would have broke history being the only team in the NFL to three-peat. Would have been nice. Yeah, a hell of a throw. Nick Foles 2.0. Yeah, it would be a Cinderella story like that. Denver called a timeout. Why? Why did Denver call timeout? What up, Chip? What's going on, Clark? 1st and goal. It's boring without our Eagles playing. It is, and I feel like the Eagles, man. I know we're all talking about the coordinator, and there's still time, and they got to get it right. I don't know, but it just feels like we're sitting around. I don't know that we are, but it feels like it. Great catch and throw. It is. I'd come right back right now and throw it again. I think I'd throw it here on 1st down. They're going to run it, though. I think I'd play action this. Going to run an end around. Nothing there. That got sniffed out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they called the timeout. Mims got hurt, so they want Mims on the field. Because they could just took him off the field, no? Now they're going to come back, what, and throw it on 2nd down, or you run it on 2nd down? So I think I'd run it here, and then I'd throw it on 3rd. You could throw it here and then come back and run it. But you can't be too predictable. Now play action. You got a man set. Touchdown! Ho, ho, ho! Wow. Don't ever underestimate the power of home field advantage, especially in the playoffs. Oh, man. Yeah, I know. Clint Hurt is interviewing with Miami. It's like, damn it, Howie, can we protect one of these guys, please? They are picking apart our defensive staff, man. They are picking it apart. 7-0. Still early patch, but they very well could, yeah. I think it's a good sign for Denver just because you didn't know what you're going to get with the quarterback. I think that's a great way to start for them. It's weird not rooting for us. Yeah, it sucks. This is what I did during the game, though. Here's what I had. Are you sick of being robbed by the sports books? I am. Well, then Polymarket is for you. And what is it, you ask? Polymarket is the revolutionary prediction market everyone is absolutely obsessed with right now. Legal and live in all 50 states, instant trades, total control. You're trading against people and not the house. AFC Championship game, you got the Patriots and the Broncos. Patriots, 69% chance to win on Polymarket compared to the Broncos, 32%. You know, I love the underdog. Got to take the underdog at 32%. It's value city, okay? And the great thing about Polymarket that makes it stand out above all the rest, if Denver jumps out to an early lead, okay, the odds will spike sometimes 50, 60% in 10 minutes or less. And I could cash out making profit in just minutes. This is one thing sportsbooks do not let you do. Okay, they won't let you sell anytime, lock quick gains, and redeploy for free. Polymarket will. Polymarket, no traps, no penalties, just fast freedom to print wins. It's incredible. Everyone's going crazy over it. And the most awesome part, downloading the app with the link below and using my code Philly500 unlocks exclusive early access. Early access plus $10 completely free. No deposit, no card, nothing. Don't miss out and join the revolution. All right, shout out to Polymarket for sponsoring this video. All right, here we go. Crazy good play. Yeah, Denver needed that. They needed to go up early. Now we'll see how the Patriots respond. Can the front office not stop coaches from being poached? What are the rules? If the coaches are going to get a promotion, right, like going from like a positional coach to a coordinator, you can't stop that. But like a lateral move where they're going from one position to the other, and you know, like offensive coordinator to offensive coordinator, you can block that. So Parker got a promotion. Clint Hurt might get a promotion. So you can't stop that. Stidham another Foles. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, you can't stop lateral moves. The Eagles requested a interview with the offensive coordinator of the Cowboys, which was weird, and the Cowboys blocked it, which makes sense. It's just the Eagles right now. It just feels like, I don't know. It just feels like we're sitting around. I'm not saying we are, but I want us to be aggressive. Yeah, Gannon went to Green Bay as defensive coordinator. I wanted him to go to Dallas. I would have rather Parker go to Green Bay and Gannon to Dallas. Now Parker's going to start poaching our other coaches too. He already interviewed one of the other coaches. Here's Maye back to pass, first down, going to go for about 6 yards. Roll Philly Dogs, my man. What's going on? Philly, I want someone who has called plays before. At this point, like, who are you going to get? Like, I don't want... Man, there's a lot of guys on the list of guys we've interviewed I don't want. I'm almost ready to go. I'm ready to go young potential, you know, high ceiling, whether it's NFL or college coaches at this point. You got to do something, you know. Also, Philly, Rams Nation today, let's go. Yeah, man, you got... I think you guys are going to win today. I do. Who does that leave, though? Okay, he's got to call plays. Who does it leave? You want Billy Bob, whatever the hell his name, Cooter guy? Or what about Nagy? I don't want anything to do with Nagy. Like Nagy's like, what did he do? I just don't want Nagy. Nagy to me is like the worst. People hate it, but I say I don't want Nagy. Roll Philly Dogs. And thank you, by the way, for that super chat. I don't want anything to do with Nagy. I think Nagy couldn't do anything with Mahomes last year. I don't want him. I'd rather go young, high upside at this point. What's going on, Rock the Autist? I like Doyle because he's young and will stick around and take over Nick in a few years or even next year. Yeah, I like DeLorean Doyle too. That's what I call him, DeLorean Doyle. He's young, big upside, you know. I don't mind that. Here's Maye, throws first down, nothing. Losing yards. DC for Life, Denver Super Chat. Yo, 500 Cowboys block Eagles offensive coordinator interview with Clayton Adams. Yeah, and I don't blame him. I would have done the same thing. It's a lateral move. Why not? To me, that sounds like the Eagles are just trying to get intelligence. 500 for offensive coordinator. I'll have that offense humming. 2nd and 12. Maye looks, throws deep. Nice breakup, Surtain. Nice play. So 500, I'm the one. I'm with you. We need an aggressive offensive coordinator that can help us win multiple championships. Yeah, that's what I think too, man. Do we hijack McDaniels to Bills hire? The Bills didn't he didn't even go to the interview. He canceled the interview with the Bills. Can you imagine? It's Josh Allen and he canceled the interview. He doesn't want to. I don't think he wants to be on the East Coast. 3rd and 12. Maye looks, throws, caught, and he's going nowhere. See, if the Broncos could get a lead, that defense is going to be tough, man. Yeah, Kingsbury's still out there, but we haven't heard anything on him. You know, 500. Can we do a Trevor Lawrence impression? What do you mean, dude? What? Like Cowabunga, dudes? I need to see his face on screen first. Patriots getting manhandled. Yeah. So far. It's going to bounce. Bounce to the 21-yard line. It's interesting. I mean, if Denver wins this game, I'll make a lot of money. I'll be happy about that. This guy named Declan Doyle, a true Irish name. Yeah, the DeLorean Doyle is what I call him. I like it. I mean, to me, he's interesting prospect. He's young. He's never done it before, but apparently he's a highly up and coming kid. Bring Pete Carroll or Mike Tomlin. Did you see Pete Carroll? Well, Mike Tomlin's not an offensive coach. Did you see Carroll's offense last year? Chris Melnick, Denver Super Chat. Baby Arms is doing his job in Denver. Yes, he is. He is. There's no tape on Stidham. Advantage. Yeah, that's true. Will I sign? It depends what I do with AJ Brown. I mean, you probably need another receiver anyways because you're gonna lose Jahan Dotson. So yeah, probably. No, we need an offensive-minded head coach. I do. I got Denver on Polymarket. Leaning to which I need to look because once that thing gets real high, the cash out price, I'm cashing out. And then I'll buy more. I can cash out right now for 1.7 times. It's gone to Denver, 53% chance of winning. Holy crap. Doyle doesn't run the Birds offense. Could be Patullo Part 2. Could be. It's definitely a risk. It's a risk, but you get high upside. I think a guy like Nagy, I think it would be more the same. I don't think he would do anything to change it. Billy Bob Cooter, whatever his name is, we'll see. Ron Rivera is an offensive. He's not a. Rivera's a defensive coach. So we all be being played with bringing back KP. Oh God, don't tell me that. So would you draft Chris Bell in the second round, falling because of ACL injury, plays like AJ Brown? Probably not. Not in the first. No, I don't want to waste first 2 round picks on guys injured. Here's a first down handoff. Nice run. 8 yards. Wise is another guy. Like, why not? At this point, why not? I think you need somebody that gives you the chance to, do something with the offense. A lot of these other names are just stagnant, recycled names. I'd rather take a chance with somebody young. What's the worst that's going to happen? Their offense is going to struggle another year, and Nick is going to be on the hot seat. 2nd and 1 for the Broncos at the 33. Stidham rolls out, looks, throws, caught, first down. I love Joe Brady. Joe Brady would be great. I would love Joe Brady. I think Joe Brady would do a great job, especially with that run game. I like your initial thoughts. Somebody we never heard of coming out of left field. Huge upside. I'm not seeing them interview those guys. I'm seeing them interview has-beens and nobodies. Yeah, they're just interviewing recycled guys. And some people are saying that there's coaches they want to interview on these 4 teams and they're waiting. That could be. Yeah, they're saying the ball's still in the picture now. We'll see. I think the ball's just using the Eagles because that's what he does. Oh, Stidham going to keep it and slide for about 9 yards. What's deterring these guys from signing here? I don't know if it's so much. I don't know if that's so much what's going on is. I think McDaniels. I was pissed about McDaniels canceling or not really doing anything. But once I found out he didn't even go to the interview with Buffalo, then it just he doesn't want to be on the East Coast. So I get it. The ball, he wants. I don't know. I don't like the ball that much. Now watch, they'll sign the ball because I trashed him. But he's used the Eagles in the past. His handoff goes for nothing. The New England looking down on their opponent? Maybe. I heard it's Stout putting coaches off because he won't give up running game. Yeah, that's one of the rumors out there. I read that too. I don't know what to make of it. You take Rivera? What do you want him to do? He'll be what, a linebacker coach? Roscoe Pico Train. Yeah, that's Nick. Nick is Roscoe Pico Train. And then Billy Bob Cooter. Yeah. Here's a handoff. Nothing. Maybe a yard. The ball could do one, especially after saying he's the third pick. Boom. Well, and people forget that 2 years, when the year we hired Nick Sirianni, the ball refused to interview with the Eagles. He refused. He didn't want to go to Philly. He refused while he was the Buffalo coordinator. So that to me, it's the hell with the ball. Bo Nix is out for the season. He is. You got an injured. I don't know who's down on the ground, but an injured Patriot. Mike Groh, no. Good. Well, I guess it makes sense. He's competent. Next one will be Vic. Yeah. We wasted a golden opportunity. You ain't kidding, dude. I can't stand the ball. I hear you. I would trade A.J. Brown a second-round pick for Max Crosby. I don't think the Raiders would do it, to be honest with you. I don't know the Raiders want a 29-year-old receiver. Today's your son's 5th birthday. Oh, happy birthday to your son. Happy birthday. I'm a Cowboys fan. Love watching your show, Philly. But I think my boys are going to put it on your Eagles next season. Marie, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the support. We're way too early for that. You know, I think you guys got a good defensive coordinator hire. I like Christian Parker a lot. But we're way too soon to know any of that. Get rid of Trash Can Nick and make Joe Brady head coach. Telling you. Now they're saying Becton's going to get cut, Marcus. I don't think you need Milt Williams back. I think Ojomo's good. I like the defensive tackles he got. But Becton is interesting because it sounds like he's going to get cut. So, do you go out and bring Becton back? I mean, I would consider it. I still think you need to draft an interior lineman. I think most candidates don't want the offensive coordinator job because they know Nick struggles. The new offensive coordinator will probably get canned when Laurie does a full reset next year. Most people want more than 1 year security. They want 1 year security, but as soon as they get an offer for a head coach job, they leave. So they provide no security, but they want security. Do I think we draft a safety day 2? Very possible. It's very possible. Because I don't know what's going to happen with Reed. You got to watch Dallas try to snag Reed and Nakobe Dean. They're gonna go after Nakobe Dean, Dallas. You watch. And Reed, I wouldn't be surprised if they got Reed Blankenship. Cowboys are stealing our defense coaches and talk crazy. They want to be us. Oh, they Cowboys are dying to be us. There's no question. These teams are not great. Hiring Patullo was the worst decision in Philly sports history. Yeah, as soon as they hired Patullo, it ruined our season. Stidham made a great pass. You got to catch that. You got to catch that. 4th down. Sutton's got to catch that, man. Losing those 2 Dallas will hurt. I think they're going to go after both of them. You know, Parker likes Reed Blankenship. And then, Nakobe Dean would be, he's a stud if he's healthy. Jurgen should be a Pro Bowler. Jordan Davis got robbed. Yes, Jurgen shouldn't. I agree. Here's a punt. And it's going to touch back. What is Gruden doing? He said he'd love to coach Jalen. I don't know what Gruden's doing. I mean, he's online. That's about it. I don't know if Gruden will ever coach back in the NFL. Dean doesn't want to leave. He'll talk to Howie. I hope so. Am I letting Dean go? If I can do it, I'm not letting him go. I'm keeping him. I don't know how the Eagles make it work, but I would like to keep him. Dean can't cover, but he sure the hell could blitz, man. I love the way he blitzes. I'm losing hope for the season. I hope something positively big happens soon. Yeah, we need something positive. It's been a long time since anything positive has happened for the Eagles. It's really true. It's been like one issue after another issue after another issue. And then, losing in the playoffs, and then the coaching search going the way it seemingly is going. then losing your defensive coaches. It just feels it's tough right now. So they're weird offensive situation. The offensive coordinator, nobody has to work with Sirianni. He has to go. I hear you. There's Maye on seconds. Oh, Maye got sacked. Maye, bad sack. The Broncos defense looks fast. Shame our Eagles should be playing tonight. I know. I just keep thinking about they should be playing in bad weather right now tonight. It's true. What a bad sack by Maye. Murdoch, thank you for Super Chat. As a Giants fans, I hope you guys sign Tiny Bowls. Sounds like a Giant player. 3rd and 15, Maye throws incomplete. I say make Sirianni call plays. He fails. We finally get a coach. He succeeds, all good. Well, I can tell you he'll fail. I mean, when he called plays before, it was atrocious. It was very much like Patullo. So I don't want to see it again. Also, I think our analytic department, Drew and Laurie, is more involved. Offense might turn off candidates, offensive coordinator. They don't want to be told what play calls, blame the offense. No, I hear you. I hear you. I think the analytics department has been a problem in the past for the Eagles. I mean, we'll see what they do. I hate to say it, but I think they're going to end up with Nagy. I hate to say it, but that's who I think they're going to end up with. And I want somebody like DeLorean, you know. Palantir says 500. It's hitting me. If we just had healthy guys, we could be hosting the NFC Championship game and playing one of these insanely weak AFC teams in Super Bowl. If we just had a competent offensive coordinator, we could be doing it. There's no way the Eagles should have lost that game to the Eagles should not have lost that game to the Niners. It's just horrible. And then the whole idea that you don't need to be the second seed and the third seed is the same thing. Like, it's all idiotic coaching. Running back's worst nightmare is Dean coming on a blitz when they are, yeah. Forget it, make Jalen the offensive coordinator. I get KP wasn't a good institutional play calling. It wasn't ready, but this is Nick's offense and simple schemes. So how good can he really be? Also, if the offense ran his way because of Nick or Jalen. Well, that's the debate right now, right? I mean, everybody says it's either Nick because of Nick or the offense was hamstrung because of Jalen. You know, I think the only way we're going to end that debate is to get a real offensive coordinator that takes the handcuffs off Jalen, and we got to see if he sinks or swim. You know, that's what I think. Problem with Patullo is his in-game adjustments were putrid. They were putrid. Like, he could not adjust to a defense. You ever notice they come out, they move the ball fairly well, you know, maybe they get some points, a field goal, or even a touchdown. And then as soon as that second quarter starts and the defenses adjust, we don't do anything till like the mid-fourth quarter. He couldn't adjust to the defense. And yeah, it was Nick's offense, but the combination of the two was just bad. Yeah, I think it's going to be Nagy. I don't like it, but that would be my bet. Chris Melnick, David Super Chat. I heard we were getting or going after tight end from Oregon, a first pick to replace for Dallas. It would not surprise me at all. All right, can the Broncos score again? Broncos start at the 43, handoff goes about 3 yards. We got 609 people, only 171 likes. How? That's criminal. Hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't. We got 600 people. We need at least 300 likes. Bring back Deuce. I don't know where Deuce is even at. 2nd and 7. At the 46. Stidham looks, throws, caught, first down. Ingram. So do you think that the Eagles were simply burnt out and over it this year? I think they were. I think they were hurting. There's no question about it. But I think a lot of the fight and the juice was taken out by the coach and the offensive coordinator. To be quite honest with you. You know, to me, when you give up, like, you say, well, we don't need the 3 seed. We don't need the 2 seed. We'll just take the 3 seed and be happy with it. Like, to me, you sound like you're not ready to fight. What the frig is this commercial? What's that fat ass on the screen? That ain't me. That dude does not look like me. Don't say that. What the fuck is... Donuts? Wake up in the morning. You can't get out of fucking bed, you fat ass. This pisses me off, this commercial. There are a lot of opinions about weight. It takes strength to focus on health. Well, how can he be focusing on health if he weighs 500 pounds? I'm sorry, dude. I gotta lose weight. No question about it. I ain't blaming anybody but myself. That shit's on me. Wow. That's a crazy-ass commercial. That pisses me off. I am more beautiful than Denzel. Thank you. I'm going to get out of bed, and I'm focused on what's important. Donuts. Door Gunner, David Super Chat. Love the channel, but F the Eagles. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. 500 Joe Brady still under contract with the Bills. If not, I don't know if he is. I think he maybe technically is. Philly on national TV. That ain't me, man. That ain't me. We lost because 500 didn't drop weight like Jordan Davis did. 500's on his way. I'll tell you what, I'm taking full responsibility for my problems. I'm not blaming somebody else. That ain't me. That ain't my commercial. I hate that commercial with a passion. I hate that commercial with a passion. It makes me mad. Gonna get a yard. What happened? Nothing. Nothing happened. Nothing at all. Just putting the show on hold until the all season because just timing stuff. Father David Super Chat. What do you think of Gruden for offensive coordinator job? I don't think he would take it, and I don't know if the NFL will bring him back. Doesn't he got like a huge lawsuit? Like, doesn't he have like a huge lawsuit against him? Against the NFL? There's a throw to Sutton, goes for couple. That commercial reminds me of a show that I've never watched that show. I will never. If I don't watch, you'll recognize me anyways. Yeah, I hope to stream the draft. I mean, that's the plan. Yeah, no, I hear you. It'll come back. It'll come back. Stidham looks, throws, caught, first down. No, that commercial really pisses me off. Like, pisses me off. I don't like that commercial at all. No, I'm not. I'm not streaming the Pro Bowl. I'm not even going to watch the Pro Bowl. It's unwatchable. First and 10 at the 35. Denver is driving. Here's a handoff. Going to go for 9 yards. A 500. I'm trying my best to talk this into existence. Offensive coordinator Reich, quarterback coach Foles. Especially now we missed on Big McDaniel. I can make a hell of a case for it. Yeah, I mean, Foles definitely has a good mind, you know. I don't mind that necessarily. But I don't think the Eagles want Reich. It doesn't sound like they want Reich at all. I want DeLorean Doyle. Yeah, I don't like that commercial. It really literally pisses me off. I don't like it. I mean, I don't think you should make fun of people for whatever, but I don't like that. It's not my fault kind of shit. Like, no, dude, take responsibility. Yeah, I haven't watched the Pro Bowl. It's horrible. I think DeClan Doyle or Brady. I would have taken the dude that went back to Miami. There's a handoff, goes for a couple. I don't even know. Do they even play the Pro Bowl anymore? Do they even play it anymore? Blaine, what's going on? 500. I will bring Foles in offensive coordinator. He has a good offensive mind. I mean, I like his mind too, but you know, I don't know if he's ready to like. I don't know that he wants to coach or anything like that. 2nd and 8. Stidham looking, settling, rolling, going to keep it, going to take a shot for about a yard. Would you go back to a job that fired you before? Who are we talking about? Who got fired? Who got fired? What's up, 500? Any Cooter news? In all seriousness, I want to see how offensive coordinator we can get him somehow, Brady or Cliff. You want Seattle's offensive coordinator? Well, how are you going to get him? Because remember, they're not going to let him do a lateral move. Yeah, he's trying to take our linebackers coach. Then they're going to try to take our players. You watch. Dallas wants to be the Eagles. Here's Stidham. Looks, runs. Oh, he dies. Did he get it? Just short. You got to go for it if you're Denver. Flag football Pro Bowl. Yeah, nobody cares. Well, 500 at chat. Happy foot. What's going on, Jarrett? Where's the... I don't know. No offensive coordinator. We'll see this week, though, after these games, if the Eagles want to talk to any of these coaches on any of these other teams. 4th and 1. I would go for this, too. If they go up 14-0 on New England. I don't get why not Kelsey. Jason, flat nose, how to run offense. Kelsey doesn't want it. I don't think Kelsey wants the job. He's what, in the booth? He's on ESPN or whatever. He's making a ton of money there. He ain't gonna take the job. Look at what Davis Webb is doing with Stidham. What about Davis Webb for Eagles new offensive coordinator? Is he the offensive coordinator? I mean, if he's the offensive coordinator of a team, you got to ask yourself, why would he make a lateral move? You got to promote somebody. So I don't know. I don't know. Is he their coordinator? I would try not to. But I don't know if you're really going to have a choice. 4th and 1. Play action. Mistake. Picked off. No, incomplete. As soon as they play action, that it was bad. You got to run that, or you got to run that ball. Who was that? Milton Williams, baby. Yeah, that was a terrible call. Yeah, you got to run the ball there. I agree. Yeah, well, that's the case to be made. That's for sure. And maybe Denver should have took the points. Come to think of it, with a backup quarterback. Maurice, thank you for the super chat, my man. If we get Joe Brady and win, Josh Allen will cry again. Maybe. I don't know what they're going to do in Buffalo. I don't know who their head coach is going to be. Do they want Nick? We'll trade him. Associate coaches listening to analytic dorks and not kick the field goal. You have a backup quarterback, take them damn points. Yeah, it's true. If you go for it there, I don't understand how you don't run the ball. But yeah, they probably should have took the points with a backup quarterback. Why is our coaches leaving? Because they're getting promotions. Christian Parker got promoted. I don't know I forget who the linebacker coach was that got interviewed by Dallas. He would be getting promoted, I believe. Clint Hurt, he could be promoted. So those guys are all getting promotions. Yeah, he should have run the ball. Yeah, you probably should have taken the points. But if you're gonna go for it, you gotta run. I don't mind them going for it, to be honest with you, but I didn't like that play call. I would have ran it. This is the linebacker coach and become I don't know what position they're interviewing him for, but obviously it would be a promotion. I think you're gonna see a couple coaches go from Dallas or from the Eagles to Dallas. I think you're gonna see Reed Blankenship and guys like that end up in Dallas, and it's gonna piss us off. Weather where I am is boring. It's like partly cloudy, probably about 60 degrees. Yeah, Clint interviewed with the Dolphins for defensive coordinator spot. I was hoping we could keep one of those guys. Here's Maye, back to pass, looks, sacked. Again. That pass rush by Denver is nasty. Yeah, they did. Let me see how much it changed on Polymarket. Wow, Denver is 61% chance to win. They were 31% chance when this game started. There's Maye, back to pass, looking, throws, got a man open, incomplete. I doubt we're waiting all the way until Super Bowl's over to get offensive coordinator. I think the last 4 teams, the 2 that eliminated one are offensive coordinator. Well, once you get past this game, you can interview this week. All 4 teams can have guys interview this week because they got a bye week before the Super Bowl. So 2 teams will be out, and then the other 2 teams that are in still can interview because it's a bye week. So we'll find out this week if that's the case. Here's Maye, looks, throws, Caught. First down. Mac Hollins got shoes on. Hey, Philly, your feet, you stealing me away from work. Thank you, man. I'm sorry from work, but it has to be done. Welcome. I promise not to eat on screen, buddy. I might drink, but I ain't gonna eat. Mac Hollins almost dropped that. So who has the final decision who they hire from? That's a great question because I've heard different things. I read that Nick did. Then I've read that Howie and those guys do. So I don't know. I want Denver because I got money on them. I took them while they were big underdogs. And I think it would be a great win for me. But I also think that, people forget how important home field advantage is in the playoffs. People shoot it, at the end of the year, and you can't. Home field is humongous. And Denver doesn't have a chance on the road with a backup. Kale would have called a draw play, right? Imagine if the Eagles playing now, it would be perfect snow game. Oh, I know, it would have been great. I'm going to miss watch you every week when the season's over. Yeah, I know. The streams are fun, man. I enjoy them. But, I'll still be streaming during the week. And we'll still be pretty much at least a video a day. About 5-6 days a week. So, you're going to see a lot of me. AFC Championship game sucks? See, I don't think it sucks. I think it's kind of interesting so far. 3rd and 3, Maye, back to pass, getting pressured, sacked again. The defensive line is killing the offensive line. I took Denver plus 200 when they were plus 200. Yeah, that's not bad. The brothers screwed us. They got Polymarket had them. Polymarket had it 30. They had a 31% chance of winning. Now they got a 54% chance. It dropped a little bit. If they could score, things going to skyrocket. Here's a fair catch. Caught at the 16. I can't believe this season is already done. I know, it went quick. So seriously, why is that so home field never... why is that so home field advantage never understood them? Home field advantage, and sometimes it depends where you play. But, home fields are always a huge thing in the playoffs. Traveling, not having to travel, crowd for you, against you. If you're, cold weather team, oftentimes you get these dome teams or these teams that play in warm weather come in and are not ready for that weather. I mean, you remember the Detroit game where Detroit, after the game versus the Eagles, was complaining about the weather and playing how cold it was, and Devontae Smith saying, that's because you don't play out in the cold. You ain't used to it. It makes a big difference. I think they said, Merrill Reese said this, 77% of the time, the home team wins in the playoffs. I didn't do any prop bets today, no. See, I don't think this game's boring at all. That's what a football nerd I guess I am. Whole team in the NFL playoffs win probably 67%. Yeah, that's crazy. See, I think you're right. I think the NFC wins, which pisses me off. Because if the Eagles could have got to the Super Bowl, they would have repeated. Nick choked and collapsed 2 potential championship seasons. He did. I directly blame Nick Sirianni for losing in the 49ers. I directly blame him. Because, one, you sit your starters the last week and you have a chance to be the 2 seed, which would have been a totally different matchup. And he didn't even care. No, I don't mind defensive games either. Payton needs to let Stidham throw the deep ball. It looks great. It did look good. I want to see Denver and Seahawks love their defenses. Yeah, it'd be an interesting matchup. I mean, whoever plays Denver is going to be a heavy favorite, right? Because of the backup. Chris Mount, Denver Super Chat. Philly, if Clint leave, I think we need to take a look at Denver's defensive coordinator to get to the quarterback for a lot. Yeah, but you're not gonna get a defensive coordinator to come over to the Eagles and take a lesser role. So, you want to look at their defensive line coach, but they're not gonna do a lateral move. All right, 1st and 10 for the Broncos at the 16. Here's a handoff. Harvey gets about 6. Hey, Philly, it's the first time the Birds lost back-to-back home games. Yeah. Technically, you're right. When I was a kid, Seattle and Denver were both in the AFC West, so it was weird when they played each other in Super Bowl, and they might play again. Yeah, that's true. Seattle used to be in the AFC, and the Cardinals used to be in the NFC East. Stidham throws behind. That would really suck if we lost Christian Park and coach. I know. I really thought the Eagles would try to do something to keep those guys. I'm telling you, the league, I firmly believe that the league, anytime the Eagles get a group of good coaches together, they immediately try to tear it down. Nobody gets picked over like we do. 3rd and 5 at the 22. Stidham looks, throws, caught. First down. Oh, come on, ref. I can't wait till next year, too. Philly, I live in Philly. Can you imagine AFC Championship? I know. It would have been amazing. Hey, Phil, what's your favorite highlight from this year? I don't know. Probably Jordan Davis blocked field goal. I would say probably Jordan Davis's blocked field goal. KP can't fire, right? The parlay at the link would have been it would have been crazy. No question. My number one choice is the what is his name? I forget his first name. I'm calling him DeLorean Doyle. DeLorean Doyle would be my first choice right now. Followed by Weiss Jr. would be my number 2. Unless Joe Brady. You could put Joe Brady in there too. Cowboys are interviewing Ronell Williams for their linebacker coaching position, but blocked Clayton Adams off an interview request. Yeah, because the offensive coordinator request is a lateral move, where Ronell Williams is a promotion. Big 3rd and 4 here at the 33. Stidham, where are you going? Is it fumble? They're picked up. Now, that's an incompletion. That's incomplete. Flags are down all over. It's all a mess. I don't know what's going on here. I want to see if that was a fumble. Intentional grounding. Number 8. 4th down. Can't be a fumble if he threw it. Hey, Philly, could he get interested in anything after the pathetic performance? I don't believe they were overly interested in winning that game. They weren't ready to play. I'll tell you that right now. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, they threw it. I don't blame you, MT Sharp. Did you hear about Mike McCarthy is going to be head coach for a different team this year, getting out of Dallas? Yeah, he's going to be the Steelers head coach, which I think is a little bit surprising, to be quite honest with you. That's not really Pittsburgh's MO. Here's what I'll say with the Eagles. I think that there's so much more going on behind the scenes that we don't know. Like, I think there are things that are going on. Wow, they're going to call fumble? Wow, they changed it. I should have sold my damn stock. Wow. They're going to say that's a fumble. I had a member chat. I forgot. They don't. It didn't. Let me see if I can find it. Sometimes I can find it on the whatchamacallit. I have to go out of my software. I got it here. I found it. I just can't highlight it. But Roll for the Dogs, member for 29 months. Thank you so much, man. Because 500 Garofalo's reported the ball still in the mix. Yeah, that's what I heard. My thoughts are he's using the Eagles. My immediate thoughts are he's using the Eagles to try to get what he wants. But if they get the ball, I mean, the ball from an offensive coordinator perspective, it's like, he's all right. But I don't really like him. But, it is what it is. That should be a touchdown if it's a fumble. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't rule it a touchdown. 2nd and 4. Patriots need to score here. They need a touchdown. 2nd and 4. Maye. Back to, going to keep it, going to run it. Touchdown. Wow. And they got it. Bro, it's painfully clear that the Eagles don't want to experience offensive coordinator. They still want to run Sirianni's scheme, and we're going to have another year of this bullshit. Well, the good thing I'll say is, if that's the case, Sirianni's probably going to go. Right? I mean, I don't know how much they like Sirianni. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I think there's a lot of shit going on in that team that we don't know about. Did he take out Stunad? Is that what he said? There's a player named Stunad. All right. Broncos. They're killing me now. Now you got 62% chance New England on Polymarket's going to win. Denver dropped down to 40%. Wow. That's why, yeah, I hear you. Sirianni got dirt on everybody. That's why he's not fired yet. Yeah, it's weird. Something's not right with the Eagles. I just don't know what it is. I think there's internal stuff that we just don't know. I don't think they like Sirianni, but they can't fire him now just after winning Super Bowl and his record, because it would make the organization. Yeah, I agree. I agree. 500, I like Dre Maye, but if you think I'm going to root for the Patriots, you have another thing coming. Rooting for the Seahawks, Darnold winning a Super Bowl would be so effing funny. It'd be crazy. Darnold wins the Super Bowl, and I think if he wins today, he will. Because I think the NFC's beating the AFC. If the Eagles get off to a bad start next year, the offense stinks around halfway point, then I think Nick gets canned. You might be right. Stills really be hating on Hurts. Yeah, it's way overboard. He's got a picture of Mr. Lori in Vegas. Maybe. Maye and the Pats offense have done nothing. Stidham needs to calm down, and Denver wins no matter what. Pats ain't beating Seattle. Yeah. They're not beating Seattle or the Rams. I think the Eagles need a young, innovative offensive coordinator, not a wash-free, rinse-repeat. I kind of agree. I'm kind of at that point, too. Oh, here's the Applebee's burger that looks great. But then you buy it, does it look like that? And then as soon as they play this commercial, they're going to have the fat kid on. That's not me, by the way. No, the ball. I hear you. Haven't been born long enough to know, but was it this bad with Andy, or was it more transparent? With Andy, you didn't have problems in this regard where you couldn't move the ball, your offense stunk. Like, the offenses were always pretty good. Even if they struggled at times, they'd always figure it out. The problem under Andy was that you needed to go all out and get that one player to put you over the top, and he didn't do it. That was always the problem with Andy. They could not draft like a receiver. Did you hear them say that DeClam Doyle is the next Ben Johnson? I didn't hear that, but a lot of people are high on the kid. I think he's worth the risk. I call him DeLorean Doyle, and I'm with it. It's really good. How does Gannon keep getting jobs? I don't know. He's going to Green Bay now. I wish he went to Dallas. All right, 1st and 10. Let's see what the Denver can do here. First and 10 at the 35. What you got, Stidham? Oh, he's running for his life now. See, I don't think the coaching is helping Stidham at all right now. They're throwing him to the wolves, man. You got to go back to running game. Play it safe. They got this kid dropping back, throwing every down, play action. Like you gotta lighten up with this kid. 2nd and 10. He's 0-5 sack during pressure. Stidham looks, throws a slant. Nice catch. 1st down. And we are at the 2-minute warning. I did. Damn. You're right. Holy crap. Let me see. Where is it? See if I can find it. I'm looking for it. Seeing if I can find it. Oh, here it is. I did miss it. I'm sorry, Dubs. I apologize, man. Dubs fam gifted 10 Philly 500 memberships, man. Thank you so much, man. And welcome to all those new members who was gifted a membership. Welcome to Dingbat Nation, and man, Dubs fam, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, man. And I'm sorry that I missed it. Thank you so much. Brady, Nagy, and Doyle. I like Brady. I like Doyle. I don't want anything to do with Nagy. I have no desire for Nagy. To me, Nagy's a disaster. Thanks, Dubs fam. Yeah, for your information, it was reported that the Eagles were thinking of firing Nick early this year. So, yeah, I saw that report. Before they went on the Super Bowl run, they were thinking of firing, and I would have too. I mean, the guy had a historical collapse, so it doesn't surprise me at all. But he won a Super Bowl, so I think it bought him one more year. But you know what's the chaos that's going on there? Like what's the problem internally? How do you get a team that just quits on you? Like, I don't get it. This is all things that make Reich the guy. If you think Sirianni sucks, it's basically the broom closet for him. He runs Reich's offense, just runs it badly. Reich and Fangio would stay for years. Reich would be fine. I mean, I like Reich. I don't think they have any interest in him. Nagy, I mean, look at Nagy stunk in Kansas City. Brady was my number one choice. Hard to believe Buffalo lets him go. But if their new head coach doesn't want him, then he would be available. I agree. I agree. He's already interviewed. I think he's interviewed twice in Baltimore already. Why are we not interviewing Doyle? I think we did interview Doyle. Brady, I haven't heard anything about, and I don't get it. All right, Stidham, first of 10. Looks, throws, incomplete. 500, I think you're severely underestimating Nagy. Maybe. He just gets a bear rap because of the stint with the Bears. Maybe. I also think the stint last year with Kansas City, that offense looked horrible. I mean, you might be right, Topher. I could be wrong. Slinky says, 500, Mark Holmes blocked me because I said Dak is a bum. His face got red. He literally blocked me. Wow, so that's crazy, man. I'm sorry. But you're welcome over here. Here's Stidham sacked. They fired Doug. Why can't they fire Nick? The reason they fired Doug was because Doug wasn't going to be a yes man. Nick plays that game. It's my blood. I'm sorry. Third and 18. I forgot to time out my timer. Third and 18. Stidham back to pass. Looks going to dump it off. Ingram makes a move up to the 50, and he's short. He's going to have to punt. I don't like the way the Broncos are playing offense right now. If Nick screws, what the hell will be out the door? I mean, I think if he screws up this year, he might be. Nick telling professional athletes to only play one half football is crazy, right? Bleacher Report ranking the worst collapses of NFL playoff teams since 2010. Guess whose picture is at the top? Us. I mean, we had to have the worst collapse. Maybe 2 of the top 10 worst. This year was a collapse too. It just wasn't as extreme. But I look at it as a collapse again. For most of the season, we were the number 1 seed. For most of the season. If I want to answer this honestly, who is better future setup? Jets with 5 first-round picks within the next 2 years, or the Giants that have Jackson Dart, and Malik Neighbors and John Harbaugh? I would say the Giants. Because we have watched the Jets for 50-something years consistently have high draft picks and stink. So I would say I would say the definitely it has to be the whatchamacallit. The Giants. Here's Maye going to run a draw. This should be the NFC Championship game right now in Philly with the snow coming down. This should have been the afternoon game. Second and 5. Second and 5 at the 15. Maye back to pass, looks, throws, incomplete. Eagles wanted to. Oh, I agree. Totally agree. Baby arms making tackles. Third and 5. He heard the footsteps of baby arms. That's why he dropped it. Third and 5. Maye looks, quick throws, caught, nothing there. Timeout. Oh, they definitely are. There's no guarantee they're going to be good either. Denver's got no timeouts, but they got 57 seconds left. They hired Denard Wilson. That's pretty good. That's a good pickup. That's a good move. He's good. Mims to the 49. Yeah, that's a good pickup. That's a good signing. Nick is the weakest link on the team, without question. There's no question about it. What the hell is this Uber Eats commercial? $500. When does the draft content start? I love the draft videos. I mean, it'll kind of start once we get in the off season. It'll really get going like after free agency. I'm rooting for Denver. Deep voice. Here's Stidham, throws, caught. Harvey, get out of bounds. There you go. So I want Brady as offensive coordinator. What do you say? I love it. I love the idea of Joe Brady. I just don't think the Eagles seem like they're interested in him. The Eagles don't run crossing routes either. How come we don't run crossing routes? I never understood that. First and 10. Stidham is 11 and 19, 117 yards and a touchdown. First and 10 at the 40. Stidham rolls out, looks, stops, looks, still goes, throws it away. "35 seconds left. Yeah, I don't get 90. I know. It's true. Ken Proctor offense. Yeah, I've seen Proctor. Second and 10. Louis Freedom, let's go. There's a blitz, throws, caught. Gain of about 6. Third down. Shady said Hurts has limitations. Yeah, I mean, people been talking about his limitations for years. I mean, at this point, it is what it is. I say put a good offensive coordinator around him, and then let's really see. So I heard the Chargers are letting go Becton. They are letting him go. I would bring him back. Rocky Davis super chat, my man. He goes, I guess the offensive coordinator from the Cowboys is Nick's buddy. He worked with the Colts. Yeah, probably. But, I mean, why would he go to the Eagles? It makes no sense. You know, like, why are the Eagles even trying? You know Dallas is not going to let them interview their offensive coordinator. Yes, Shane did. Oh, yeah, Shane did. We just need a head coach who's a great play caller. Nick ain't him. That's true. All right, here's a field goal. 54-yard attempt. He missed it. Wow. I don't think Denver's done a great job coaching this game. I think they let Stidham out to dry so far. All right, we go to halftime almost. Well, there's 20 seconds left. What am I doing? All right, Maye back to pass. Throws it over the middle. Incomplete. Yeah, agreed, A. Jones. Yeah, Dallas blocked us from interviewing their offensive coordinator because you can't. They have every right to block a lateral move. Promotions they can't block, but lateral moves they can. Why we wouldn't want to interview him, I don't even understand it. I don't even understand. To me, what are the Eagles trying to get back at Dallas for Christian Parker? You should have given Christian Parker more money and say, wait, and you'll be here long term. The thing with Christian Parker is, like, a lot of people think he'll coach defense 1 year and be a head coach. So he might be gone out of Dallas by next year. Probably David Super Chat. Mark's team hasn't played in the game in 30 years. In this game, I know. Isn't it great? Yeah, he thinks that they're there every year. Maye gonna go Hail Mary. Not Hail Mary, deep overthrown. Hurts needs to run with opportunity. I believe that's whole. I agree. He's got to run more. If Dallas had taken, Green Bay would have. True. Eagles blew a great opportunity. Yeah, Surtain is great. 3rd and 15 with 9 seconds left. Maye back to pass. Looking, going to run. Can he get a first? He does. He gets the first, but no time left. So the clock says 0 seconds. Now they're wow. 1 second left. Maye got down with 1 second left. Vrabel uses a timeout. And they're gonna get a field goal attempt now. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, he's down. He's down with 1 second left. That's a good call. Good call. Rocky, thank you for super chat. We seem desperate interviewing Cowboys offensive coordinator. Shaking my head. I don't understand what the point of that request was. They know Dallas was going to block it. All right, 63-yarder for Andy Burgess. 63-yarder. No shot. Nothing. Nobody can score. And we go to halftime. Who gets the ball to start? Not a chance. That's a tough field goal. Looks like Elliott. Oh, you saw that wind swirling, no. That kick was no good right from the kick. I know. Oregon tight end. Oh, I agree. We need a tight end. We need a right guard. We need a tight end. Maybe they bring Becton back. I don't know. It's hard to know because you don't know who your coordinator is. This game is boring. You're not enjoying it. Both these teams are horrible. Both these teams are very beatable. I think the winner of the next game wins the Super Bowl. Eagles get the ball, 3 and out. Well, if this was the Eagles game, we'd be in trouble because it would be time for prevent offense. Philly, if we don't get Joe Brady or Cliff Kingsbury, who's your choice? I want the DeLorean Doyle. Doyle's rule. I want Doyle. If I can't have those guys, give me Doyle. Or Weiss Jr. in college. I'm willing to go that route now. I just don't want Nagy. Yeah, 100% the NFC team win the bowl. Yep, you got one of those Knicks here on halftime speeches and you did just... Well, Doyle rules, yeah. Well, I mean, Joe Brady sounds really interesting to me, but they haven't interviewed him yet that we know of. And it sounds like they like this kid. Was it the Clan Doyle? I call him DeLorean Doyle. And I say do it. Prevent offense. That's the Nick. Nick runs the prevent offense, and he runs a prevent employment. Mark Holmes is delusional talking about blocking from talking to... What do you mean? In what way? What did he say? I mean, I think it's a no-brainer. I don't even understand why the Eagles would even try. Jeff Bones, thank you for the super chat. We literally missed our shot at an easy two-peat. Shaking my head. 100%. This would be an easy Super Bowl if our O-line was healthy. I agree. Becton's as big as a wall. That is exactly what Barkley needs. I like Becton. Why is he getting cut from San Diego, from the Chargers, though? Like, what was wrong with him? Doyle's never called play. He probably hasn't. No. He probably hasn't. But at this point, I'd rather go with the guy with the upside than the repeat guys. Juan Castillo, man. If they interviewed Joe Brady, they should not let him leave. I agree. How did Howie not learn from prior stint of hiring from within? I think they gave Nick the gift that he wanted. He wanted his friend to be the coordinator. The Clan, well, I don't know, pronounce it for me. I just call him DeLorean Doyle because I think if he comes in with that offense that they had in Chicago, It'll be like a DeLorean. Beck did not work well with the drop back quarterback. Beck didn't have Stout Johnson. That's true. If Becton gets cut, I'd bring him back in a minute. I also would still draft a right guard. Another year in Nick Kotite. Oh, we don't need the number 1 seed. We don't need home field. Now that the Eagles season is over, how would you grade last year's draft class? I was pretty happy with I mean, it sucks that Makuba got hurt, but I thought he was decent. I don't think it was bad. I thought I would give it a solid B. You know, Makuba got hurt, but he was playing good. And you know, Jahad Campbell was never not good this year. He just went up against the Kobe Dean coming back, who was fantastic. So I would say a solid B. Are you paying a huge contract to Jalen Phillips, or are you upgrading with big push for Crosby? I'm paying Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. That's the first thing. Jalen Carter, I don't know. I mean, Jalen Phillips, he didn't show up in the playoffs. I'd rather have Max Crosby, to be honest with you. The 2025 draft class gets a B. Jahad and Makuba will both have potential, just need polishing and more playing time. Ty Robinson didn't really show us anything. But the first 2 picks played a lot. So I'd say a B. I give him a B. B minus, like it's, yeah, all right. If you want to give him a B minus, but I think a B. I think a B's fair. If Doyle was such a bright mind, why are the Bears not blocking him from leaving? It would be a lateral move, and most teams block those. It wouldn't be a lateral move. Is he the offensive coordinator? Is he the offensive coordinator? I don't know why they wouldn't block it. I guess they would block it. I guess they don't block it because they've got their offensive coordinator is their head coach. So why take a guy's chance to get, to go somewhere and be able to call plays? I got a tan Cancun. I did. Eagles and Cowboys both need to revamp and get a bit more talent to go to the Super Bowl, I think. I mean, Eagles need to keep the talent they have and get a coach. Yeah, Kirk Cousins finally got to a championship game. Doyle's offensive coordinator? Well, then Doyle, if you're the offensive coordinator in Chicago, what it says is that you're technically not. Ben Johnson's the coach and the coordinator. So whoever the offensive coordinator there is never going to really have full reins of the offense. They might just be doing the kid a favor. He's not going to call plays in Chicago. Maybe in Chicago, maybe they feel like, man, he's a good coach. He's a good young mind. Let's let him go and develop. Why are we holding him back? So I could see it. It makes sense to me. I like to see the Broncos and Seahawks in the Super Bowl. And what's going on in the first round of the draft, I think cornerback or another safety. Maybe. I mean, it depends who's there at corner. Here's the one thing about cornerback, though, you got to remember is, are the Eagles going to take another first-round corner where you've got to pay Cooper DeJean, you got to pay Quinyon Mitchell, you're going to pay now a third guy? See, I think they're going to address corner in free agency. For Eagles' issues with players like Nick are the players like Nick, but do not believe in his offensive philosophies to adapt. No, I don't think they believe in him at all. Yeah, Ben Johnson is. Yeah, he is. Yeah. Joe Brady's an excellent candidate, but has anybody seen anything? Have you seen anything where they say that he's whatchamacallit? I haven't seen one mention of Brady interviewing with the Eagles. We can't get a newbie offensive coordinator. We need a solid dude. If we got Doyle instead of KP last season, cool, or Windowsill. Yeah, but who are you going to get? I mean, who are you going to get? What offensive coordinator candidate that has called plays is out there? Maybe besides one or two guys that are even that good. Like Nagy doesn't move the needle to me. You know, Billy Bob Cooter don't move it. They don't move the needle. Joe Brady does. But, you know, are they going to be able to hire him? So, to me, like, once you lose a couple more guys in that pool, I don't know who to get. Declan Doyle is probably a natural play caller. I just don't want to take a chance on him because we're trying to win now, and Nick won't give him autonomy because he's very young. I don't know. I mean, I don't understand why the Eagles would let Nick even have that choice. You know what I mean? If the Eagles could just get a coordinator to average 200 plus yards, passing 30 to 50 yards rushing per game, we'll go on another run with this defense. I mean, we'll see. We got to see where the defense is. We're going to see who we lose. It's too early to know. You know, I want the guys with the high upside though. I'm not interested in Nick Yesman. I'm not interested in anything. If you would have asked me last year, right, when they hired Patullo, people said, "What do you think of Patullo?" I said, "I don't think he's a great offense. He's going to be a good offensive coordinator." But what I said was, I don't think it'll matter because they can't stop the run. Teams can't stop the run. They know what the Eagles are going to do, but they can't stop it. Well, guess what? Teams stopped it. The offensive line was banged up, and they showed that they can actually stop it. But there was nothing about Kevin Patullo going into last year that made anybody excited about hiring him. This Doyle guy, he sounds like he's way better prospect than Kevin Patullo was. Cliff Kingsbury's out there. They didn't interview him. I don't think they want to interview him. Declan Doyle. I agree. I don't care him to hire somebody. Just hire anybody. Nick wants to hire an offensive coordinator, but he feels it won't replace him as head coach. Maybe. Phil, you don't worry about these young guys and experience. That's my problem with Patullo. Well, I think Patullo stunk, though. Patullo, no, I don't mind young inexperience. If they have upside, if they have a good mind, I'm all for it. I think we need somebody with a little bit of creativity. To me, Patullo, he was the passing game coordinator, and he stunk. He went to offensive coordinator. I didn't think it was going to matter because I didn't think that teams could stop them from running the ball. But Patullo, there was nothing about him that said, "Oh, he should be offensive coordinator." Young Ghost, thank you for Super Chat. Won't be allowed to move because he's coming to call plays. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how the league views that. My first feeling is that the first play from scrimmage is going to be a four wide receiver go. I don't know, you know. Well, I think Ben Johnson's going to is the reason why. I mean, from what we hear of the kid, the guy, I call him a kid, but we hear he's a good young mind, but yeah, he's under Ben Johnson. So Ben Johnson's going to get that credit. I mean, I just don't know who's available. You know, Kellen Moore was a lot more interesting when the Eagles hired him of a player. You know, like I felt like he was in need of a good situation. I felt like Kellen Moore was a good offensive mind, but he just needed to go somewhere. I don't know, with the guys that they're out there now, Cooter, retread, Nagy, retread, I don't know. Just none of them excite me. Yeah, supposedly. I mean, maybe according to Nick. You think we might be? I think a lot of people want Cooter just because of the name. Second and 5. Patriots get the ball to start. Just looking at Frank Wright as their offensive coordinator, of course. Of course. He does. Yeah, Cooter has a lot of experience. I mean, we'll see what they do. 3rd and 3 already for the Patriots. There's a handoff. Stevenson is close. You could have Kellen Moore or Denny Moore be the Eagles offensive coordinator with the running game that O-line Super Bowl year. It did not matter. No, it didn't matter because nobody could stop them. It wasn't like they were doing things that teams didn't know what they were going to do. You just couldn't stop it. 500, my brother. This snow is in Hershey, Pennsylvania, is racking up. Who are you rooting for? I'm rooting for Denver. How much snow have you gotten? 1st and 10, New England. Here's a handoff. Stevenson going to get a yard. Howie and Lurie surprised me that if they weren't working on this before the all season, not prepared, isn't like them. Well, that's what I'm saying. I think something else is going on with this team, and I just don't know what. 12 inches so far? Damn, Big Mike. Yeah, you got a foot of snow already. It's crazy. There's a handoff. Stevenson, 1st down, and then some. JT Barrett is responsible for Caleb's growth. Ben Johnson does call good plays, but Barrett is the quarterback coach. Fair enough. I think Nick not playing any of his starters in the preseason sets the offense back multiple weeks. I think it does too. The guy won't even play his starters at the end of the year to get a higher seed. I can't stand some of his things he does. 500. What do we do with our O-line? I really think Jurgens was a problem. Dickerson was bad. Steen was great at pass protection, but terrible at run blocking. I think you've got to upgrade it. Here's a handoff. Stevenson goes for a couple. I think Dickerson will be fine. I think you need to have a backup plan for Jurgens in case he can't come back. And I think you need to invest heavy at right guard in the draft. And in free agency. I think the scheme wide receiver routes was more of the problem than the preseason playing time. It's a high school looking offense. It's true. It is. 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff. Nothing there. 3rd down coming up. I would like to see Goddard come back. I would. Draft a blocking tight end so we don't waste Goddard having to stay in the block. Ridiculous. Penn State's guard is good. Yeah, I mean, I think you need a. I think they should go early in the draft, right guard. I mean, with the top 2 picks. One of those top 2 picks, I think, should be a right guard. 3rd and 9. Maye back to pass. Look at get pressure. Going to step up. He's going to get a first. Still his feet at the 20 to the 15-yard line, out of bounds. Too nice, man. Thank you for the super chat, my man. I appreciate that. If Jim Bob adopts Shane's scheme, I can honestly get behind it. He's known for vertical passing, and Stafford loved. I love Shane's scheme back in Philly. Perfect draft back scheme for Hurts. Yeah, I could get behind that too. I mean, yeah, wasn't he the offensive coordinator in Detroit? He was with Stafford, so he's not horrible. But the perception is that he's going to be basically running Nick's offense. That we don't know about. I would rather have Jim Bob Cooter than Matt Nagy. We need to go O-line and defense. Yeah, I think we need to go O-line. 500, they need to use Bigsby more complimentary to Barkley. Some come see regardless of the coordinator. Agreed. See, I think they're going to go, if I had to guess, the Eagles are going to use free agency for defense, and they're going to use the draft on offense. That's what I think. And it won't be exclusive, but I think that's what you'll basically see. Maye looks, throws it up. Got him overthrown. 2nd down. Ready for this game to be over so we can get an actual Super Bowl matchup, right? Yeah, the next game is a much better game. It's like, which team wants to lose in the Super Bowl? All right, 3rd and 10. Maye looks, throws, tight end screen. He's going to get close to it first. I think he got it. If he didn't get it, you're going to have to. No, he's short. You have to go for it. Cooter did wonders with Jones. Yeah, I mean, the job they did in Indy with Jones is really good. Seahawks are taking it all this year. They might. All right, they're going for it. Oh, I think he got the first. All right, 4th and 1. They're killing time on this drive, by the way. Timeout, New England. You got the Rams beating Seattle. I do too. But I could see it going either way. 500, I think the edge, corner, wide receiver, depending on AJ, and offensive tackle is more important than guard. There are no free agent edges unless we trade. I think you take an edge early. It just depends who's available. I say guard, but like I said in the first 2 picks, I'm taking the best player available. If the best player available is an edge, I'll take an edge. If he's a guard, I'm taking a guard. It just depends how it falls. But I think you need reinforcements on your offensive line. All right, 4th and 1. He's going to... Oh! I don't know. I don't know if he got it. I can't tell. See, a baby arm saying no. He's flexing. Baby arm's flexing. Will you trade Jurgens while he's Pro Bowl value? No. I'd hope he comes back. I mean, I don't think you're going to get a lot for Jurgens. I don't know that he got it. I don't think he got that. I don't think he got that. Eagles got a lot of picks. I think I want to say 10 or 11. Wow, they're going to give him the first down? Nope, challenge flag. He's short. You're going to report all of what? I'm going to report all of these. What are you talking about, Nathan? I'm not trading AJ unless it's great compensation. It would be rhetorical to give him a team comeback and hold us. I agree. I have no motivation to trade him either. Yeah, you got to challenge that. He was short. It's going to be Denver's ball. I want to see how Polymarket is going. It's got to be going crazy. Got Denver 67% right now. Wow. I need to buy more stock in Denver. I just bought $25 more shares of Denver. No, I don't right now cash out. I win nothing. I'm buying more. Yeah, I think he's short too. No, I didn't have nothing. Can't put you to sleep. I'd like to see Hurts do cadence with Cooter calling plays. Hurts Blue Velvet PBR Dollar General set loud scratcher. Set, what the heck? Yeah, I think the touch push is gone. The Eagles gave up on it. After the Giants stripped Hurts, they just stopped doing it. Did you notice? Cash out? I don't have. I ain't gonna make no money cash out. I'm sticking with Denver here. They're gonna go down and score right now. If Denver could go down and score, that money will go up and I can cash out. This is ugly. This game is going about how I expected it to go, though. I mean, it's just about what I expected. Sirianni's Batul can't have a coach. No, I don't disagree. I'm going with Denver 2, Philly. Yeah, I'm going to stick with them. I'm going to stick with them. Wow, they gave it to New England anyways. What? They gave New England that? I got to assume it wasn't enough to reverse it. Wow. Here's a handoff. Stevenson gonna get a couple. Wow, I can't believe that. Second and goal. Second and goal at the 2. Run it again. If I'm New England, I'm running this again. Direct snap. That's a bad play. That's a bad play. Too much crap. Just friggin' hand it off. Prevent offense. Yep. I'm still heartbroken we lost to the Winers. I feel like I got all my teeth knocked out. I know. It's been hard for us. It's been a hard 2 months for Eagle fans, really. Since the Jalen Phillips trade, everything went downhill. Third and goal. Maye, back to pass, looking, get pressured, sacked. 4th down. Trade AJ to Kansas City for Xavier Worthy and a first-round pick. That's going to be a late pick. Then tank or move up for Jeremiah Smith ain't coming out this year. You Xavier Worthy and a first-round pick. That's a lot. That pick you got is a 23rd pick overall. I think that's way too much to give up. All right. There's a kick. And it's good. Is it starting to snow there? Are you worried about Philly about starting coach? No, I mean, I'm not really worried about it. I hate that they did it, but I'm not worried about it. Somebody was going to take him. I'd love to see the Broncos win this game. Me too. Me too. I think they stopped using the toothbrush after not having success, but other teams has been using it, so the play might not be banned. Yeah, that would be interesting. If it survives another year, that would be really interesting. Freezing rain here. We making babies at this game. Hell yeah! It's funny that the Cowgirls block us from the interview of their offensive coordinator. I guess the Eagles figured that it was like the situation with Chicago. I don't know why the Eagles thought that they wouldn't block it though. That's the one thing. Like, it's a lateral move. Of course they're gonna block it. Is this therapy for me? I don't know. Did you ever watch The Jewel Thief, Larry Lawton? I feel like you may have. No, I never even heard of him. Darius Cooper ain't replacing AJ Bro. He's a number 4-3 wide receiver at most. Now he needs more time to develop. Yeah, my goal with Darius Cooper is I'm hoping that he can win that 3rd spot this year. That's my goal for him, to challenge for that slot receiver spot in preseason. Mike McGann would have fit your clown and team perfectly. I want Wise. Wise is an interesting name. I don't mind. I don't mind taking a shot. Maye hasn't fumbled yet. No. Snow and that, man. I'm getting cold. I'm gonna need to get me a jacket. Top Dog, they were super chat. Stop this trade. AJ, honestly, we need a new head coach too. Oh, I can't argue that. I can't argue that with the head coach. I mean, I have no interest in trading AJ. If I have to, I will, but I prefer not to. I don't want Nick hiring anybody for offensive coordinator. We need someone who can tell him that he doesn't need this help. So, yeah, I agree. You know, the thing I'm seeing a lot of other teams talking heads bitching about their coach. Like the guy from San Francisco, like, bro, your offense was bad. You want your coach. I know. I hear you. All right, Broncos, it's time to score right now. Stidham, handoff. Come on, baby, go. Couple yards. Top Dog, man, thank you for that super chat, by the way. I appreciate it. 2nd and 8. Bing, bang. Second and 8 at the 25. Stidham, come on, baby. Looking, dumps it off. He dropped it. AJ's so powerful, we can't get rid of him. Give him a break. Nick did not play their starters. Of course, AJ was rusty. Nick. Yeah, I asked him if he was serious. He said, yeah, that was what Shanahan fired. I would also take him to heart, right? D'Angelo, what's going on, my man? How are you? Third and 8 at the 25. There's a screen. Nothing there, dude. Nothing there. Ryben, thank you for the super chat, my man. It didn't say anything, but thank you so much. Top Dog, thank you for the super chat. We don't trust Nick to pick the offensive coordinator. Why do we need Nick? We don't. That's the thing. I don't feel like we do. Snow's coming down, baby. I love it. This is the way it should be. Not playing inside a dome. Well, no, Seattle don't play inside a dome, do they? Here's a catch. And it's going to be tackled at the 21. I feel like this weather is played. I think New England's built for it. Gannon to Green Bay is hilarious. It would have been better if it was Gannon to Dallas. They're not making it easy for this kid running the ball much. No, they're not. This game is giving me flashback to the Niners game. No, I hear you. Doing okay, trying to stay warm out here in Colorado Springs. Getting all this good white stuff, my friend. Yeah, how much snow are you guys getting? Get rid of AJ for what? Saying what we're all thinking. Well, I don't. Yeah, I have no interest in that. Age of snow in Ohio. Too bad there's no hills to ski on. It's perfect powder. Oh yeah, man, you guys are getting blasted. I'm so jealous. I wish I was getting snow. Yeah, I saw Gannon went to Green Bay. He's Fred Gannon. I wanted Gannon to go to Dallas because I hate Gannon and I hate Dallas. Where I live, getting like 3 to 4 inches in an hour. In an hour. Lake effect snow. Steve, thank you for super chat. Smiling face with sunglass. Thank you for this super emoji. 500. Nick and Patullo were caught at the link comparing cannolis and fantasize about running the ball on 3rd and long. Hopefully this gets both of them fired. One can only hope. I could take the snow. Give me like one good snowstorm a year, and I'm good. You've never seen snow, really? Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Denver need to run the ball more. It would help the young man out a bit. I think you're right. Do you want us to sing me some snow? Yes. Yes. Send me some snow. My sister's in Northern Jersey has a foot of snow. My buddy in Wilmington said it's only about a foot because it's mostly snow. Oh, really? Yeah, that's crazy. So Philly's like the Philly area, South Jersey. It's like, is that like the cutoff where you're getting snow and like mixed stuff? I got you, Philly 500. Even the Patriot fans, I still look out. You're my boy. Thank you, Steve, man. Right back at you. Look at that. Yeah, Phil, who you taking in this game? How you feel about Stoutland being offensive coordinator? I don't know Stoutland about I don't know. I haven't thought about Stoutland as offensive coordinator. I would probably say I wanted to stick with the offensive line. As far as this game, I'm rooting for Denver. Why do you think the Eagles are keeping Sirianni? I think they're keeping Sirianni because he won a Super Bowl last year. I don't think they want the label of, oh, we got rid of a good head coach, you know? That's why I think. Second and 9. Maye down the back to pass looking, gonna run. Maye is starting to kill them with his legs, man. The only snow I've seen was on a small. Turtle, my brother lives in Quakertown, 14 to 18 inches. It's not too far from. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm sure they do. I'm sure. That field is kind of disgusting looking, though. Yeah, I'm definitely open to bringing Becton back. I would definitely consider it. Snow is bad in South Jersey. I like it when it snows and it's like you got nowhere to go, nothing to do. Whatever, dude. Let it come down. I'm all good with that. Friggin' miss that shit so much. You have no idea. Here's a flea flicker. Maye, look, throws. Caught! Mac Hollins! I feel like the weather is playing a better advantage to New England right now. Wow. Really? And tanking? That, you know what that means? 500 buys more. When it crashes, I buy. When it peaks, I hold. So I would only bring back Becton. Depends on the money. I'm not worried about the money. I don't think that should be a problem. 2nd and 6. Mac, I wonder if they let Mac Allen play with no shoes, would he play? Because I would hate to play a guy barefoot. It's disgusting. Maye looks, throws, incomplete. Yeah, the O-line is very weak. Keep Stoutland where he is. Yeah, I would. 3rd and 6. BC Nick, Philly Hopeful. Yeah, man, everything's good. Bring back Hollins. I think Jim Bob Cooter goes no shoes on the sidelines. I bet you Matt Collins would love it. Handoff, Stevenson, nothing there. Holland says, 8,500, what's going on? How are you? They were signed back then. It should be an incentive-laden deal based. I agree. All right, he's going to kick another field goal. I don't know if Denver could score, man. 46-yard attempt in the snow. He missed it. He missed it. Wow. This is what we want, a snow game. I agree. More snow, man. I want more snow. Look at that. You need a touchdown right now if you're Denver. No bueno. Nope. Oh, is this? Is this Christopher Nolan? I already want to watch it. If it's Christopher Nolan, I want to watch. The Odyssey. I'll check that out. I'll watch that. New England, yeah. Jay, so cool. David Super Chat. Game so boring. Damn, wish my Eagles were playing. Can you imagine playing in that weather with all that snow coming down right now? Oh, it would have been amazing. Even Elliot would have made, yeah, right? My Polymarket code's Philly500. Yeah, Odyssey looks good. Need a kicker? Yeah, I don't disagree. Have I seen the He-Man? I actually did see the He-Man trailer yesterday. That looks horrible. Nolan films, the key is not to bring a drink. Yeah, right? My favorite Nolan's, it's still Inception. I love Inception. I just watched that the other day. I want to see the Disclosure Day. That's the movie I'm waiting for. I hate the Eagles not playing, but Patullo's stagnant offense would have survived the snow. I agree. So coming down, football, pound for pound, football time, fourth quarter. Yep. 500 Mark Holmes is doing a new movie. What's it called? Where chickens go to die? Look at that field. Like, their field's muddy. Fourth down. Fourth quarter, I mean. All right. It's championship game time. Dak the Great. I've been seeing He-Man trailers for the last 10 years. Dude, that He-Man looks horrible. Oh, I have the power. I hated that cartoon anyway, so. Yeah, the Kentucky Fried Idiot, yeah. Yeah, it's time for him to do something. Remaking Troy with Will Hunting is stupid. I do not like those apples. I don't think it's a remake of Troy, is it? You run down the middle, garbage play, especially when it's close. I don't want the ball. No. I mean, if they get him, I'll be fine. I mean, I'll be fine with it, but I don't know. He don't excite me that much. I feel like the ball's a little overrated. I want to see the movie I want to see is Disclosure Day. Because I think that's very telling. Avengers Doomsday, yeah, I'll watch that. I mean, they're going back to the old guys to save them now because all the other shit has sucked. It's very desperate. I mean, they're trying to bring all the stars back because I don't think they've been very good. A franchise guy just hanging on. Actually, I heard Chi-Chi is sort of a Maye comeback. Isn't there one? Chi-Chi's the restaurant? Yeah, I don't like his game plan either. I think he kind of threw his quarterback to the wolves. Patriots the easiest road to Super Bowl in history. They got to win it, you know. Yeah, I do too. But that's what they're using. I mean, that's what they're using. Hopefully, it's good. Ruffalo's really. That's interesting. They've wasted the Hulk in the MCU, in my opinion. They don't do enough with the Hulk. All right, 2nd and 9. That's what I like to see. Look at that snow. Keep it coming, baby. This is what I'm talking about. I might have to go get a jacket. I'm cold. Oh God, I miss the snow so friggin' much, man. You won't see this in the Seattle game, which sucks. Stidham back to pass looks incomplete. I don't know, man. I feel like Denver can't score. You got to catch that. At least, we don't have to worry about the Packers. KP is Dr. Doom. Spoiler alert. There you go. All right, they're punting. All right, here's the punt. They made an orange Hulk with Indiana. Yeah, Red Hulk or whatever. That was horrible. You ready for Avengers Doomsday? Yeah, I'll watch it. I'm not. I can't. I'm not super excited about it though. Yeah, they killed the evil when Harrison Ford was with the Hulk. They wasted the Hulk, in my opinion. Hold on, I'm gonna go get a jacket. I'll be right back.
Are you sick of being robbed by the sports books? I am. Well,
Got a Toyota.
are you sick of being robbed by the sports books?
Hold on. All right, I need a jacket. Drake May will return as in the Avengers Doomsday. We will see. Hulk got a concussion from Thanos. Yeah, then he didn't come out through the whole movie. Never watched a Marvel movie after Endgame. I tried the genre, but watched rings will never get movies like that again. I thought Spider-Man after Endgame was really good. But after that, I don't think I've really liked anything since. Most boring championship game ever? I don't know. I like what the snow makes it interesting. But the problem is the Broncos can't move the ball. They need a turnover. Denver needs a turnover bad. Maye, hands off Stevenson. They're going to get it first. Oh, he almost fumbled that. Oh, yeah, no doubt. All right, 1st and 10. To 31. Here's a handoff. Can they get rid of the graphic, please? I can't stand it. I don't care. I don't need to see the graphic highlighting the yardage, please. They wasted the Hulk for me when they jobbed him out of a Minion Doctor Strange, of all people. Tilda Swinton, to be exact, seriously. Huh. Yeah, I think they've wasted him too. 2nd and 8. The Hulk is always used to make everybody else he fights more powerful. He's always losing fights. It's crazy. Everyone's blaming that crossing Venom and Carnage in as bad guys. Plus they turn. Aren't they still planning on doing that though? Third and 4. Maye back to pass. Looking. Sacked. Bills got robbed. They should be in a Super Bowl. The Broncos and Patriots really effing suck. All right, 4th down. It's going to bounce at the 32-yard line. I tried telling you last year Nolan Smith was trash 500 and you didn't believe. Nah, I didn't believe you. I thought Nolan Smith broke out in the playoffs, man. He had 4 sacks in the playoffs. He looked great. I was thinking, man, he came into his own, but I was wrong. This was going to be a defensive game. Both teams have good defense, but offense was too inconsistent. Agreed. Well, I totally agree. About 12 minutes. I'll update the time once it comes back. Bills wasted a big opportunity. Josh Allen turning around. He wins a little more than Romo, but yeah, he hasn't won the big game. This was his chance. He should have been in this game. This game should have been in New England in the snow. It should have been New England Buffalo. Yeah, I'll fix it once it comes back. So I'm so used to the Birds still playing. I guess we are all spoiled. Yeah, very spoiled in a good way. Sucks. Doesn't suck. Sucks. Bills are never going to win anything with turnover machine at quarterback. Yeah, they kind of got ripped off on that one play. I agree, but it is what it is. They're showing a Burger King commercial. They're going to come back with that AI fat commercial. Watch. Nope. Allen reminds you of Andrew Luck. Who does he remind me of? I don't know. It's hard to see. He could end up winning a couple before it's all said and done. But they needed a change, though. They're still doing Survivor? Survivor 50? What the frig? What the frig? 500, Nolan got held all year. I mean, the last snap for defense giving up touchdown, he was held. He was held on that last play. I agree with that, but he didn't do much of anything all year. You know? Allen will probably be like Elway and win Super Bowl later in their career. Yeah, he could. Very well. There's Harvey going to turn around the edge, get 10 yards. I'm telling you, if Denver scores right now, they're going to win the game. Let me update the clock. Second and 1. They didn't give him a first. Run it again. There's a second and 1. Harvey going to go nowhere. Nowhere. I think they should have fired their coach, yeah. Hey, Philly, will you do mock draft Eagles? I'll do at least one mock. Up to 3, but at least one. Third and 1. Third and 1. Here's a handoff, first down. They got it. Yeah, they're saying Phil Rivers interviewing for the head coaching job. That's crazy. Milton Williams definitely could. He's been to what, 2 Super Bowls? Might go to 3. First and 10. Stidham going to throw. Rolls to his right. And throws her away. Second and 10. As soon as he goes to the right, it's over also. I know 500. What our line to do when you get held all the time? I thought it was just Carter, but I've never seen miss holding calls. Well, I mean, look, I'd have to go back and watch every snap of every game he played in to say whether every play was holding. He was non-existent. He was just non-existent this year. We'll see what he does next year. Hopefully he'll bounce back. Nick will announce Monday after casting the biggest and possible Zoom calls. Eagles selected Scott Loeffler. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens, to be honest with you. I would not be surprised. They can't do nothing. They can't throw the ball. You got this young quarterback playing, and he can't throw the ball, and especially because of the weather. 3rd and 10. Stidham looking, throws, caught for a couple. 4th down, they got a punt. Yeah, I like Tulsa Kings, although I haven't finished the last season, though. Here's the point. I can't even tell where it went out. The 14-yard line. Denver's defense is going to have to win this game, I feel like. Jalen Reagor and J-Joe will be our new off. Oh, God. I feel like Denver's got to get a turnover. That's the only way they got a chance to win this game. Because I don't feel like their offense could go down the field. We got 757 people here, only 385 likes. Make sure you hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. We should have at least 500 likes right now. At least. These conditions suck. I love the conditions. I just don't like that Denver's got no offense. They got their quarterback can't do anything. New England still got a 72% chance to win this game. I love snowy football games too. The problem though is Denver, like that quarterback can't do anything. He can't do anything without snow, let alone with snow. I feel like the Broncos defense is going to have to get a turnover. They need a strip sack or something. Some of these commercials, I don't know, man. Snow games blow, only widows like this. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Some of the best games ever are in the snow. Please. Please. Texas Dude 500 is my... Thank you, my man. I appreciate that. I'm not saying every play is a holding that's ridiculous, but for the whole line was getting abused refs this year. A whole more awful. Look, I thought there were some awful calls this year. I thought there was some horrible stuff, but I need more from Nolan. I'm not giving up on Nolan, but I thought we were going to get more. I thought he was going to be a double-digit sack guy this year. Allen scored 30 on Denver before getting robbed. What the F are you talking about? Yeah, that one play was definitely a highway robbery. All right, ball on the own 8 for New England. This is where Denver's defense needs to step up. They need to make something happen. There you go. Oh, he slipped. And he's going to lose 4 or 5 yards. So now you're going to get 2 runs. They both slipped. Oh, I love this weather. Are you crazy? This is friggin' awesome. Oh, this is friggin' awesome. This weather's awesome. The teams stink. 2nd and 13 at the 5. Handoff. Stevens. Nothing there. Might need to change cleats. Yeah. They're gonna run it again. If you're New England, you just run it again here. Why risk anything? Might as well run it again and punt, because I don't think that the offense of Denver can score. I run this. Look at that. That stuff's coming in sideways. Man, looks, throws, incomplete. I'm willing to bet firstborn that New England won't march the field here. No, they won't. Rather watch paint dry than this game? Wow. I don't know, man. I like kind of dig this. 4th and 11. Here's a punt. Where the hell's the ball? I can't even see. That's got to be... Wow, look at the ref. Wow, they got great field position. I mean, well, I don't know where that is. That's got to be around the 30, 35-yard line, somewhere over there. The one Christopher Davis Super Chat. These offenses look how our offense did all season. I know. They really did. No question about it. Need a touchdown or an amazing kick. All right, here we go. 30. The ball's on the 33-yard line. All right, I need this right now. I need a touchdown right now. A touchdown right now, baby. You give me a touchdown, we win the game. Ball on Denver's 30, on New England's 33. Stidham, handoff, lost 4 yards. Lost like 4 yards. Phil, you have to be honest and say this would be more enjoyable if the Eagles were playing. No skinny. Of course it would be more enjoyable. It's always more enjoyable with the Eagles. No question about it. And if the Eagles were playing, it would be in even crazier conditions, which would be even better. So I agree with that. Nobody's against that saying that. 2nd and 12. There's a screen. Harvey dances around too much, dude. 3rd down. They're in trouble. Because you can't kick a field goal here. You got to go for 4th down. I go for it both downs. I don't think you can kick a field goal. I think you got to go for it on 3rd and 4th. You need a 1st down. There's Stidham looking. Go step up. Run. He's going to get about 5 yards. 4th down. Patriots turns trash. He needed that. It's great weather here in Seattle. I don't know. I mean, the question is can he kick the field goal in this condition? A 36-yard field goal attempt. 46 or 36? 46-yard attempt. 16-mile-an-hour winds. No good. Why would you kick that? I don't understand how you're going to make that. You can't kick it in this condition. You got to get a first down. That wind is brutal. I would have thought they would have gone for that on fourth down. Oh, it got deflected. Oh, it got blocked. It got blocked. He got blocked. That might have been good. You got 4:42 left. You gotta step up now. Stevenson gets a couple. Leon Banks, they were super chat. They should have kicked the field goal earlier in the first. Yeah, they should have. It would have been a tie game. Thank you, Leon Banks, my man. 2nd and 8. Second 8. Handoff again. Nothing there. You're going to lose a yard. Yeah, I mean, it looks like that, Timothy, because it doesn't look like Denver can move the ball. 3rd and 9. Well, bad weather, the combination of bad weather and backup quarterback. Look at that win. They need a turnover, Denver. But if you're New England, do you throw the ball here or do you run it? You probably just run it, right? They're going to run it. Nothing there. 4th down. Now, if I'm Denver, I ain't giving the ball back. Oh, why can't my Eagles have 6 rings like the Patriots 500? I'm sick of being an Eagle fan. Why is Sirianni our coach? I don't know, man. I wish I knew. Denver's going to have to gamble on this drive, do a hook and ladder or some kind of trick play. I agree. They got to do something. You got to do something. I think a reverse or something like that. They got to do something to free somebody up. I understand why they didn't kick the 3 when you know you have a backup quarterback. Yeah, it turns out to be a major mistake. I mean, the thing is, if you're Denver right now, you got to be saying, all right, we're going all 4 downs. We score here, we go to Super Bowl. We don't, we lose. We're going home. I'd go for a block here. 4th and 10. Here's the punt. I can't even tell you where that ball is. It's crazy. No chance anyone's scoring. You never know. Weird things happen. People fall down and slip. I don't even know where they're at. Where the frig are they at? It looks like around their 45, I want to say. All right, 3 minutes left. Stidham back to pass, looking. Oh, that's nothing. You're not going to win shit that way. They need some sort of misdirection play. Get the Patriots going one way and go another way. Nothing good comes of that play. Wow, they look like they got way too many players on the field. Snap the ball! Stidham looks, throws. Intercepted. It's over. Christian Gonzalez with the pick. It's over for Denver. Yeah, it's over. That wasn't even close. I'm really disappointed, Sean Payton. I thought he would have had a better plan. His plan sucked. Eagles played in this weather last season. We beat Detroit some years ago in this weather. Both of these teams should be used to this weather. No excuses. Yeah, I think the problem for Denver was that the quarterback. They already had a backup, and then having to go in these conditions. 2:11 left. It's pretty much over. Strip it. My ex-girlfriend, she's going to be upset today. I get the conditions suck, but damn, last year's divisional game was way better than this show. Yeah. Like I said, I think the big problem is no Bo Nix. You know? I think that really hurt things. Nah, no, we're not. Nobody's acting like that. Like we said earlier, whoever wins this game is going to lose to whoever wins the next game. This game was ugly before the blizzard. That's true. What time did the Eagles play? Oh, shit. My bad. Guy was too soon. What is it?
Celsius?
Oh, thanks. As soon as Harvey come moment. Yeah, same time Dallas plays. Bronco fans, how you like that prevent offense? That shit the Eagles had to do it all season long, right? Bo Nix would have went up by 20 before halftime. Could be right. Which would have been really interesting. It would have been interesting if you had to press Maye and see what he could do to come back. Pupper's going to have to hang up with Stidham jersey. Why? Did he say Stidham was great? Is that what he said? Denver could get the ball back if they stop them. Yeah, they could. But the question is, can they move it? I feel like their defense has got to get a turnover. What the frig? Lux Value Meal. I don't even know what that means. Yep, look at Knicks' last 3 games before half. Knicks was up 20 plus. Yeah, I think I think obviously it's a different game with him. No doubt about it. Can't believe the Patriots are going back to the Super Bowl again. Could anybody else but them? Chief shaking. Here's a handoff. Nothing there. Timeout. Timeout. It's third down now. Yeah, I hear you. 3rd and 6. They need a first down wins the game. Will you throw the ball here or do you run it? Jesus. You run it? I would probably run it too. I don't think Denver can score. So you might as well run the ball. There you go. Play action. Maye's going to run it. First down. It's game. That's over. Game over. Dude, Sean Payton got out-coached. It's over. That's a good call. Great call. Good call. Patriots Super Bowl, better team Broncos. Not with that quarterback. Great call. Interesting how these games played out in the western part of the U.S. where playing slammed with more foot snow. Most always, I know, right? You could have had those games on the East Coast would have been so much more entertaining. This game's over. He would have, yeah. All right, this game's over. All right, so this game is over. Bro. Losing at home a title game has to be the worst feeling. It is. All right, you remember losing. We did it. We've done it a couple times. It's horrible. Sounds like somebody's fighting in the back. No, my wife's doing something. I know it's making a lot of noise. I cannot believe this shit. Psychopath serial killer, psychopath between Patriots going back to... Yeah, they're going back. I'm sorry about... You got construction going. I'm sorry about that. Well, I'm going to end this stream now anyways because we've got to get ready for the Rams game. So I'll end this now and we'll go get ready for the Rams game. And then, yeah, we'll be back later for that. So that should be interesting. Hold on one second. This game's over. So we will be back for the New England game. I'm gonna jump off here. I gotta fix the who's texting me? I gotta fix my my scoreboard and stuff. So I'm gonna jump out and then I will see you guys really, really shortly. With that, peace out. I'll see you soon.
2 minutes to go. You have plenty of time. Come on.
Oh, shit! Dad!
No!
It's over! It's over! This game is over! Cut it off! It's over!
Fuck.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay.
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today. That was on you, Dak. That was on you, Dak. That was on you, Dak.
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott. Trying to feed the fantasy lamb. Trying to feed the sea lamb. You tried to feed the sea lamb. You got to give it to sea lamb. God. It's over. It's over, Dak. Put Trey Lance in the game. Trey Lance can't do worse than you.
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk. It is killing me.
I feel it coming. I feel like it's going to take Jarrett Jones taking. Cut it off. It's over.
Fuck.